Hey everyone, Shebim here, and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager. Right, when's our engine going to be done? 26 days. Is that? Yes, that'd be for the next race. We'll get that new engine built. We are actually starting to move up on these now, which is fantastic. I need to get these done as quick as get these things done as quickly as possible. So we are going to try and get this engine done, and I'd like to build a second one as well. But we're halfway through the season, and I want to try and improve some of this other stuff to try and get us close. I mean, that's the best in the championship is this yellow line. But this is the average here, these arrows. As long as we can... I just want to get closer so we're not going to be, like, tons and tons last every single race. But here we go. Let's have a look and see what happened. Car's going to get repaired. Question from ESPN. I'd love to see Aaron in our team at one point in time. Why not? Pit crew, we did okay. We broke our previous record, which is nice. And a win for Ellis. So... at the moment, if you don't remember already, we've got 9 weeks until our tour centre is built, and our handling development centre is 11 weeks away as well, and our car is 26 days away from having a brand new engine, which we might be able to fit, or we might have to wait for another race just to get the stuff up, if that makes sense. What am I thinking of? Get the performance and the reliability leveled up as well, that's what I'm trying to say. We'll try our best, we'll see how we get on. Right, sponsorship deals. We've got 2 sponsors available now. So we get 2.2 million up front for 10 races, 2.3 for 9 races, or 384 for 10 races. That's actually really good. That's going to be the most. That's going to be 3.84 million, of course. That's definitely the best one to go for. So we'll get you. And then in this slot, we've got... we're not going to finish 18th, so... so we'll have 5 races of that, or 7 races with a £1 million upfront payment. We'll take that then. That'd be good, because then we can spend the money on improving the car further on, because we know now that all the improvements we do this season are just going to benefit us for next season. Right, F2 are over in Vancouver for the Canadian Grand Prix. A win for Rosenqvist. Uau comes second, Glock in third, Degrassi and PK Jr. Rockenfist is top of the table. But I think Nissan are the team that's doing the best at this point in time. They top? They are top. So Nissan and Toyota fighting for that place. Williams, of course, got relegated last season. They're right down here. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, let's keep pushing forward then. Want to get that engine built as soon as possible. I don't think we're going to have a chance to do anything else before the next race, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to... unless we can get some good stuff. Feedback needed. Right. I feel like I'm going bonkers. I can't think straight. I don't know what I'm good or bad anymore. I'm really finding practice and quali sessions harder these days, and sometimes I feel like my racecraft is, well, rubbish. So I can tell him he's good at racing, which will give him the trait of racer. We want racer, don't we, really? Tell him he's good at racing, which will make him better at racing. I'd rather him do better racing than... because we don't use qualifying anyway, do we, in this level? I'm not quite sure why qualifying's not on. Be nice to actually have that as a vote at some point. Political vote, low profile tyres. Okay. Decide whether or not to make tyre change to the type of tyres. I don't even know what it's all about. Low profile tyres, which have a very distinctive look. They're the second lowest performance tyre around, however they come in fairly cheap at 15 grand per race. Well, if everyone else goes for it, it's not that bad, really. It's just going to be a money-saving exercise for us all, isn't it? Hamilton and Bottas got a 1-2 over in Canada. Yeah, it's very like real life, isn't it, really? Looks like Mercedes is going to run away with this one. Right, let's keep pushing forward. This engine should be built very, very soon. There it is. We're going to vote now on the tyres. So if everyone's going to go to the same tyre profile, it's probably not terrible. They aren't the fastest around, but they will be cheapest at 15 grand per race. Teams that will benefit from it, 4. Teams that will not benefit is 3. I think we're going to vote 4 because it's going to make our races cheaper moving forward. Which is good for us just to save a bit of money. And there we go. It looks like it's going to go 4. It is. It's approved. So next season we will have cheaper tyres, which will be beneficial for us. Right, let's keep pushing forward. Then our engine should be done very, very soon. We might get another week or so. Maybe we can sneak in something decent. It's going to be very, very tight for it to get another one in, isn't it? Our marketability... We're not the least marketable team in Formula 3 by any stretch of the imagination, but signing one of the more media-friendly drivers... I'm not going to do that. There we go. Epic engine is built. How much of an upgrade is it then? Do we improve Haley's car, or do we improve Cohen's car? It's not a massive... It's a big upgrade for Haley. Let's do that then. Let's do that. Let's put that engine in. It looks like a really good one. So this season we've gone from 223 to 350. So we've gone up a huge amount on that now. So where does that stand us in top speed? We've dropped a bit. I don't understand how that works, to be honest with you. So we... Oh, hello. So we get extra... We could actually get a legendary engine. We could actually get a legendary engine here. I feel like we want to build something else first, because we're spending a lot of time on engine where we probably could do things quicker. Now, these things we could get done before the next race, which would be beneficial. Maybe a rear wing. So we could go with this. High-speed corners, 25 to max. So the idea is, I believe, at the end of the season, if we can do this, we get all the risk level ones, and then at the end of the season we put them on when there's no races left and we get some good stuff out of them. So this will put us up to 250, or 201 out of 253. What our current level is... It didn't say, does it? But if I have a look at this... look at rear wing. Our current rear wings are 111 and 182. So this would be it would be an improvement still. I mean, it's not an amazing part, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely an upgrade. So what's the difference here? That puts us up to 221 out of 248. 221 out of 253. So that's actually better instantly, isn't it? Which is not going to be our final rear wing, but we'll get that done before the race as well, which is nice. If I'm going to improve parts, I would like to get this and this done, if possible. I mean, getting that engine up to a better level would be great. But there we go. I don't understand how that works then, because we got a better engine and we've actually dropped down on the bars, which is weird. So we were higher than that, and then when we've got a better engine, it seems to have gone down. It's really weird. Okay, maybe it's because we haven't done the performance and reliability on it yet. But it's a really good engine. I would like to get another one built before the end of the race as well, or the end of the season, should I say, which would be really good for us. Let's push forward then. We've got the new rear wing built as well, which is excellent. Which has actually put us higher up as well. So we'll fit that onto Cohen's car. Again, we're just going to keep pushing Cohen's car as much as we can. And we'll give you that one, so you've got a better one as well. So that's good. And we'll design another new part then. What are we going to go for now then? We could go for... I mean, how long would it take us to build an engine? That's the question. So if I did 25 to max... do that. Top speed and reliability just in qualifying is not very good. Top speed plus 50. Do this as well, and then I just need one of these. So I can pick these as well, can't I? So I can just put that top speed up by 20. I mean, that will give us 398. Maybe I could just build the risk level one. I mean, that will give us 413. And this will give us 378. And we'll make it... So why doesn't this make it... No, that does make it legendary. 398. It's not great though, is it, 398? We don't need the reliability, that's why. 378. I mean, what have we got currently then? We've got a... I mean, it will get up to... It will get up to 398 already, so that's actually not going to be a massive upgrade if we do 390. We need to get into the 400s somehow, don't we? I suppose we can't get any of these, can we? Because, I mean, top speed plus 90 is huge, actually. We need test track level 3. How much does test track level 3 cost? That should be an interesting question. 6 million. So we probably can't afford that yet, to be honest. I feel like we should probably invest in something a little bit different then. We'll go for something a bit more... Because that's a decent upgrade, but it's not really going to give us a huge amount of benefit now, is it? So we can just probably go for gearbox. Acceleration plus 20, 232. Or 249 for acceleration plus 10, reliability plus 10. We'll go for that, and it's a simple part. We'll get that built. Again, that's going to be an upgrade for us. That'll be next race. That'll get done. Rear wing finished, we know that already. Cool. Right, so we can now travel to Phoenix and get this done. We've, of course, got the new engine on there. Have we had much chance to improve that new engine? It's up to 367, so it looks like it has improved somewhat. And the reliability has gone up as well to a pretty decent level. This could be a really good engine for us now then. It's a big upgrade on the previous one. It's a massive upgrade on what we had last season. We came into last season with 223s, and now we're up to 367. Potentially go up to 398, which is going to be almost double the speed we had last season. So it definitely is an improvement. However, are we improving at the same level as the other cars on the track? That's the question. So we'll go for 5 softs and 4 mediums as normal. And we'll get into the race. Boom. Over to Phoenix. So, again, we are getting better. It's going to take a while still, I think, isn't it? It's definitely going to take a while. But we are getting closer. That's the main thing. We've seen the bars move now. And I think if we can really invest a lot of money in improvements this season, which I think is definitely the way. Now we understand what we're doing. It's definitely the way to go. We spent money on improving the HQ as well, which is definitely going to help us. Once we get the tour centre built, that's 100 grand a race we're going to make, extra money, so that's going to help us in the long term as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff to come. We will once again, we will simulate the... Okay, we'll just leave that as it is. We will simulate the practice session because we don't need to do it because it's not going to make any difference for us, but I am interested to see if there's much more speed coming from Cohen's car this season. That's a big question for me, if there's more speed coming from Cohen's car. Because obviously he was pulling away from Deegan last time anyway, but of course Deegan now picks up Cohen's older engine, which is actually pretty good as well. So maybe it's not going to be that big of a difference for the gap between the two of them because she's got a pretty good engine as well. But we can probably build a better engine. Towards the, we're going to get as many upgrades as we can for every part of the car. And then towards the end of the season, I'll go a bit mad and try and get some red zone ones and some really risky parts because apparently you take the performance into next season and not the risk factor, which is pretty good. Right, so it's a full second of difference there between Cohen and Deegan. And about 3.5 second gap between us and the car one ahead of us, which is not terrible to be honest. 3.5 seconds might mean that we might not actually get lapped by the last team, which would be lovely. If we didn't get lapped, that'd be fantastic. I would like that a lot. I don't think we've ever gone through and not got lapped before. Right, let's get that. Okay, whatever. So you're very happy with your handling. Use this setup. Okay, but we want to move your handling back to there, which is where it was good. How do I move that? To there? Okay, we'll do that. It's a 27 lap race. You're going to get 8 to 10 laps out of a soft or 11 to 13 out of a medium, but your softs are going to be a lot quicker. So 11 to 13, we'll probably get to about lap 12. So we're probably going to go with mediums to start with, and then we'll go on to softs for a third stint, I think. We're going to have to do a two-stop strategy by the looks of it. We'll take a couple of laps of fuel off you to see if we can speed you up a bit. And then you're not happy with your setup at all, are you? But you've got this one, which was better, but not ideal. So let's move your downforce. Let's move your speed balance. So you said your speed balance was good, but it's not even in the bar. So we'll do that. That might be close enough. And again, you're going to get 6 to 8 laps or 10 to 12 out of medium. So you're going to have to go medium as well. Weather-wise, it looks like it's going to be dry for the whole time, which is nice. We'll take a couple of laps of fuel off you to try and keep you a bit quicker. And then we are good to go then, I think. Right, we don't really care about this, do we? Let's go. Right, so Cohen starting in 5th, Deegan in 16th. I mean, if we can just get through the first lap without being in last, that'd be great. I mean, Cohen off the line should have overtaken there, but he got held up. So let's just speed this up. So this is good. We've got a straight line speed improvement, which might help us out. Are we going to be able to get through to the end of the last lap without being the last? Cohen's only dropped to 13th, 14th, 15th, 18th. Come on, hold on. It's one more car. 2 more cars. You can do it. Oh, we got overtaken at the last second. Last second, okay. We tried. So the cars at the front are all starting on softs. We're starting on a medium. So it's going to be a sort of race where... yeah, we're going to try and just beat them. We're not going to be able to beat them, are we? Let's face it. But if we can just stay close, if we can not get lapped by the cars directly in front of us, that'd be great. I mean, we're going to get lapped by first and second, obviously, but if we don't get lapped by the cars 21st and 22nd, that would definitely be a big improvement where we've been recently. Of course, Cohen now with the new rear wing and the brand new engine for this race is going to be very beneficial for him. To say, speed-wise, we've almost doubled the speed of our engine this season, so that's pretty impressive. Of course, everyone else is making upgrades as well, so we just need to keep improving to get better and better. Right, lap 5, Cohen comes across the line. We have dropped back from 21st and 22nd, but not so much that they're going to be able to get around and overtake us, hopefully. I mean, that would be massive for us if we just didn't get lapped. It really would be. So Cohen's tyres at 62%, Deegan's at 58%. We want to try and get another 4 laps out of them, really, at least. Hopefully a little bit longer. The guys on softs look like they're going to have to make a pit stop very, very soon. Tictum in 17th looks like he's struggling with tyres a lot. He's going to have to pit very, very soon, I think. And there is a crash. And the safety car is out. That's throwing a spanner in the works, I tell you. So we can make a change onto the mediums. But we're going to have to be very, very careful with them if we do. So we'll do that for you. And then also we'll bring you in as well. But we're going to have to try and get to around about lap 20 on this. But we're going to end up double stacking, I think, in the pit lane. But we might be able to get away with it, actually. I think Deegan's dropped a bit far, but there we go. Perfectly double stacked. Make the pit stop. A few other cars have also made the... there was a mistake on the rear left. Bobson Witter, of course. Terrible name, isn't it? So this should help us then not be lapped. This safety car, because this allows us to catch up with the back of the pack. And a few of the guys are not even pitted either, so they're pitting now. But this is going to allow us to come right back up behind them. Alright, interesting. Not all of them are pitted though. There's a couple of cars. Knox, Jewis, Aberdeen, Malja. The cars that we're really fighting against for the last final 2 positions have not pitted yet. So that's interesting. Come on, Deegan, you need to speed up. As do you, Cohen. You need to speed up and catch up that 21st, 22nd. I know you can only go so fast, but... we've got the help now. The safety car's going around for another lap as well. So we just need to get to the back of that pack. And I think we are catching them up, actually. This is a real big one for us. Yeah, there we go. Cohen's on the back of the pack. As is Deegan now as well. We'll switch over to Cohen. Right, so tyre-wise... the safety car's probably helped us out a little bit in tyre wear control. I'm still surprised the likes of Aberdeen, Knox, Jewis and Malja have not pitted during the safety car. That's going to be a problem for them. I think if you started on the softs, you'd be in a very good position, I think. So fuel delta should be absolutely okay. Yeah, if you started on softs, this has been perfect for you, really. Right, I mean, they're going to pull away from us, we know that, but it's all about just trying to stay as close as we can to the back of that pack. Fuel delta's going back in our favour, of course, that's good. Be nice if there's a couple more crashes in this race, wouldn't it? So if we can stay as close as we can to the back of the pack, that'd be fantastic. 17 laps remaining. We got a bit lucky here, I think, but I'll take it. So Cohen is starting to pull away now from Deegan, which he should do because he's got a much better engine. So I think because we've got a better HQ, I think all that's really doing... You probably should do Cohen, to be honest. We've got to get you to run about lap 20 on these tyres. Why are you going through your tyres? Oh, because it's warm. Okay. Yeah, we want to conserve your tyres a bit, to be honest. We want to try and get to the overheated because it's really, really hot today. We want to try and get to around about lap 20 if we can before we change again, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Let's conserve the tyres. We don't want to have to pit too many times. We're going to go past Jewis here. We have, yeah. Knox has managed to squeeze out in the middle. Jewis is going to have to pit again as well. So it's a bit of a weird one there. So Knox and Jewis did not pit during the safety car, and it's really hit them hard. And now Aberdeen and Malja do the same thing. And we go past them as well. Cohen is up to 19th position. I mean, we're not going to keep that, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to be in this situation. It shows that... the mechanical fault for Gunther. Can he survive, or... I don't know. But I'm happy with this race so far, to be honest. Gunther's in the pits. That's only his first pit stop, wow. That's his second pit stop, and he had to repair some parts of his car as well. Cohen overtaken by Aberdeen, and now Malja is coming close as well. Dig, you need to be looking after those tyres. We need to get over 4 laps out of them, really. Cohen's going to struggle as well. It's just too hot out there, isn't it? People are eating through tyres like no one's business. It's not just our problem, everyone else is having the same issue. I mean, at this point we could double stop for softs, but it's going to be a bit of a waste of time. We probably want to just stop once more, which means we've got to try and get to around about lap 20, but it's just not going to work, is it? I mean, if I pit you now, a set of mediums is going to get you... So a set of mediums should do you okay, but... I don't know. We'll leave you one more lap if we can. Right, you should be sitting pretty on a new set of mediums then, if you can conserve them to the end of the race. We won't repair any of your parts, we'll go straight in then. And Deegan will do the same with you, set of mediums. And we'll be okay for parts, I think, as well. You're still going to have to conserve them though, because we need to get to the end. Oh, everyone's spinning, oh my god. It's gone crazy out there now. Everyone's tyres are really, really struggling. Everyone's making mass pit stops. I think we're going to have to go mediums here, I think. I don't think softs will get you to the end of the race. It might be... It's pretty tight, but I just feel like with the overheated tyres, I feel like it's not really going to work for them. We've just got to conserve the tyres and get to the end of the race, but they're going to get very, very overheated very, very quickly, aren't they? And there is a crash for Giacomo Piscini. Is that going to be a... No, it's a yellow flag. Okay, that's fine. Let's say if that was a safety car, that would have really annoyed us. That would have done. We're literally just pitted. But conserve your tyres, you two. We need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. That'd be great for us. Who knows, with everyone else pitting, we might be able to be a bit cheeky. Have we been lapped yet? Or we've just been lapped? Deegan's just been lapped for the first time in the race. And Cohen's about to be lapped as well. Cohen has not yet been lapped. Cohen's doing some good speed here. He's definitely see the difference in engine there, can't we? Oh, Cohen. We're not going to deal with your gearbox, mate. We're going to leave you as it is for now. We're going to leave you as it is. Just keep going around the track and just survive to the end. Look after these tyres as much as you can because you've got to do 5 more laps on, which should be okay. We have been lapped now by only first and second so far, so I don't think we're going to get lapped by the entire track, which is nice. We passed Cohen, we're past Gunther again. Nice. And I don't think we'll be able to hold that position, but it'd be lovely if we could. No, he's right behind us, isn't he? Unless he has to pit again, he's right behind us. So a few of the cars at the front might have to pit again, you know. Schumacher and that on softs, and... I thought he'd just been hit then. We're going to have to ignore it. Come on, Cohen, just get to the end. There's 3 laps remaining, just get to the end, my man. Being lapped just loses just so much time. Is that 3 laps remaining? Yeah, 2 laps remaining now. How far are you ahead now? You're about 30 seconds ahead, so that new engine is definitely making a difference. But we want to try and obviously improve things even more, don't we? If we can. There's more pit stops earlier, further at the track. It's I think trying to hold this off at a 2-stopper is going to be great for us if we can do it. Final lap begins. Gearbox low condition, we know. But it's pointless pitting now. We're very, very close to the end of the race. And we're going to Deegan now for some reason. Okay, that's fine. So Deegan's being lapped by 19th position. I think are we going to get lapped by everyone? I don't think we got lapped by everyone. I think Cohen didn't get lapped by Gunther. I mean, more luck than judgment, I think. Safety car, and of course Gunther had to pit 3 times, whereas we only pitted twice. I think we did okay. And it's Bird with a victory once again for March Engineering. Oh, okay, that was an interesting race. Be interested what the monetary side of this is now as well, because I knew sponsorships look pretty good. Right, saved. Let's see how we get on. Scrutineer in the car. So yeah, like I said, we'll probably get some of the risk level parts later in the season. And the idea is you don't use them on the cars. You put them on after the last race and finish the season with them on. I don't wasn't paying attention to that, was I? Either way. March and in the top. They look like they're going to get promoted again, don't they? There we go. So yeah, when you put them on at the end of the season, you take the performance through to the next season, but you don't take the risk level through. So it's a really useful little idea. Are we getting stats go up now? Because we've got the driver center, haven't we? No stats going up. Fuel economy. Burns fuel slower. Being able to use higher engine mode. That's a pretty good one to have, actually, isn't it? That's not bad at all. We lost 931 grand. Bloody hell, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Of course, as we've improved our HQ, it's cost us a lot of money at the same time, isn't it? I just found out as well recently that you can put more money away for next season. I think if you go into the finance tab, you can change how much money you're putting away. At the moment, we're on medium, I believe. So Grosjean got fastest lap of the race, which gives him an extra point. However, it's Bird on top. Bird's teammate, though, is it Knox? No, it's Pagard, isn't it? Who crashed out, didn't he? Yeah. Okay, so he didn't get anything from him today. But Ellis is still top of the table, but his Maserati teammate is not very good at all. Fuoco's got 0 points so far, so unless they've just spent all their money improving one car, I don't know, but it's an interesting one, that. Anyway, that will be the end of today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching, and next time we'll come back. We'll discuss what happened in this previous race, and we'll also continue to build more upgrades to improve our car for next season. Bye.